Right now, as you watch this, your roof is acting like a cast-iron skillet left over a flame. Hour after hour, all summer long, that dark surface above your head absorbs solar radiation and pushes that heat straight down into your home. In other words, you are paying to cool a house that your own roof is actively heating. That realization changed everything for me. A $7 bag of powder, the same basic material the Amish have used for more than 200 years, can lower attic temperatures by 40 degrees or more. No electricity, no contractor, no expensive HVAC upgrade. Just a bucket, a brush, and one free Saturday. The first time I stepped into an old Amish farmhouse outside Millersburg, Ohio, it was the middle of August, and over 90 degrees outside. Yet inside the house felt cool, not air-conditioned, cool, steady, natural, breathable cool. I kept waiting to hear a compressor kick on. Nothing. I even looked for the thermostat before realizing there wasn't one. Before this video ends, I'll show you exactly how that works and why this knowledge quietly disappeared from modern building advice. Let's start with a number that should make anyone angry. The average American family spends hundreds of dollars every summer just to cool their home, and that is only for cooling, not heating, lighting, or hot water. A new central air conditioning system can cost thousands to install, and then you keep paying month after month just to force heat back out of a house that should not have been trapping so much of it in the first place. Most people assume that summer heat enters mainly because the outdoor air is hot. It sounds logical. If it is 95 degrees outside, then the heat must be creeping through the walls and windows. But that is not the main problem. The biggest source of heat from above is radiant energy. Sunlight hits your shingles, the roof surface absorbs it, and that energy is re-emitted downward into the attic. On hot summer afternoons, a dark asphalt roof can become dangerously hot to the touch, while attic temperatures can climb far beyond what most homeowners realize. Then your insulation and air conditioner are forced to battle that trapped heat for hours at a time. That means many homes are not just cooling outdoor air. They are fighting a heat source created by the roof itself and paying for that fight every single month. The Amish did not solve summer heat with machines. They solved it with design, materials, and attention. Their roofs are often made of metal slate or other lighter surfaces chosen to reflect sunlight instead of absorbing it. And for generations, many Amish families have also used lime wash, a simple mix of hydrated lime and water on exterior surfaces to keep buildings brighter and cooler. But the roof is only one part of the system. Their homes are usually positioned to reduce harsh sun exposure on the widest walls. They build deep porches and wide roof overhangs so the summer sun hits shade before it hits the house. Inside ceilings are often higher, allowing heat to rise above the living space. Walls are thick, made from stone or heavy timber, which means they absorb heat slowly and release it gradually after sunset. Some homes are even built partially below ground to take advantage of the Earth's naturally stable temperature. They also use large windows on opposite sides of the house to create cross-ventilation, letting air move through naturally without fans or motors. And one of the smartest features is the summer kitchen, a separate structure for cooking during hot months, so the heat from baking and boiling never enters the main house. This is not just tradition or folklore. It is a principle that has appeared again and again across history because it works. Researchers have tested it in modern conditions. In one experiment, two identical roofs were placed side by side. One remained dark, while the other was coated with a white, mineral-based surface similar to lime wash. The coated roof became dramatically cooler, and the temperature inside the structure below it dropped as well. No electricity, no moving parts, No complicated equipment, just a reflective surface using basic physics. And long before modern laboratories existed, people had already discovered the same idea through experience. Ancient builders used lime-based coatings on homes and public buildings. In hot climates, white exterior surfaces helped reflect sunlight and reduce heat gain. Persian builders paired bright roofs with wind-catching towers to create passive cooling systems. In the American Southwest indigenous communities, regularly renewed earthen and reflective roof coatings as part of seasonal home maintenance. The pattern is clear. Across different continents and different centuries, people kept arriving at the same answer. If you want a building to stay cooler, you do not let the roof absorb and hold unnecessary heat. What makes the Amish system powerful is that it preserves that old knowledge in a simple, low-cost form that still works today. If this solution is so simple, so cheap, and so old, then the obvious question is, why are so many modern roofs still dark, heat-absorbing surfaces? The answer is not ignorance alone. It is also economics. Modern cooling has become a massive industry. Roofing manufacturers, insulation companies, and HVAC businesses all profit from homes that stay dependent on mechanical cooling. A dark roof absorbs more heat, a hotter attic puts more pressure on the insulation and air conditioner, and the homeowner keeps paying for the result. Over time, reflective roofs have often been treated as unusual, unattractive, or unnecessary, even when the science points in the opposite direction. In some places, industry groups have pushed against rules that would require or even encourage more reflective roofing systems. At the neighborhood level, some homeowner associations have even discouraged white or reflective roof surfaces altogether. That means the most effective low-cost option is often not the most visible one. It is not heavily advertised, it cannot be patented in the same way as expensive systems, and it does not create long-term monthly dependence. So the real mystery is not whether reflective roofing works. The real mystery is why such an effective solution has been kept so far from ordinary homeowners. Now, let's move from theory to action, because this part matters most for homeowners who already have a house and want a practical solution. You do not need to tear off your roof. You do not need a contractor. And in many cases, you do not need expensive tools. The basic method is simple. Buy a bag of Type S hydrated lime from a hardware store. Then mix 1 part lime powder with 2 parts water until the texture feels thin and smooth, more like milk than paste. Once the mixture is ready, use a thick paint roller or a wide masonry brush to spread it evenly across the roof surface. Apply the first coat, let it dry fully in the sun, and then apply a second coat. That is the system. The cost is remarkably low compared with conventional cooling upgrades, yet the effect can be dramatic. Homeowners who tried this method reported major drops in attic temperature and noticeable reductions in summer electricity use. Even though lime wash wears down over time from rain and sunlight, it can simply be reapplied every few years at very low cost. In other words, this is not a complicated renovation. It is a low-cost maintenance habit with powerful cooling benefits. One reason this method is so powerful is that lime wash is not just a cooling trick. It is a multi-purpose protective coating with a long history in building practice. First, of course, it reflects sunlight and helps reduce heat gain. That alone makes it valuable. But lime also offers several additional benefits that modern homeowners rarely hear about. It has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, which means it can help create a cleaner, less hospitable surface for mold and microbial growth. Historically, it has also been valued for its fire-resistant qualities, which is one reason lime-based whitewashing was encouraged in older cities after major fires. There is more. Lime-treated surfaces have traditionally been associated with better resistance to insects and pests, especially in wooden structures. So when you apply lime wash, you are not only reducing rooftop heat, you are also giving the outer surface of your home an extra layer of protection. That is what makes this material so different from many modern products. It is simple, cheap, mineral-based, and time-tested. It does not solve just one problem. It helps with several at once. And that is exactly why the story gets even more interesting from here. Because once you understand what lime does on the outside of the roof, the next question becomes obvious. What can block the heat that still gets through underneath? This is where the story shifts from traditional building wisdom to space-age physics. In the late 1950s, NASA had to solve a serious problem. Spacecraft were exposed to extreme temperature swings, from intense heat in direct sunlight to deep cold in shadow. To protect equipment and crews, engineers developed thin reflective foil materials that could block radiant heat very effectively. That same principle was later applied to houses in the form of a radiant barrier. A radiant barrier is a reflective foil installed on the underside of the roof rafters inside the attic. Its job is simple: intercept radiant energy before that heat can build up in the attic air and move downward into the living space. Instead of letting the roof radiate heat inward all day, the foil reflects much of that energy away. Homeowners who installed radiant barrier foil reported major drops in attic temperature and shorter air conditioner run times during summer. Installation is also straightforward. The foil is stapled to the underside of the rafters, with the reflective side facing the open attic space. It should not be laid directly on top of insulation, because the system works best when there is an air gap. To understand why radiant barriers matter so much, you have to compare them with what most homeowners were taught: to trust fiberglass insulation. Fiberglass helps slow heat transfer through conduction and convection. In other words, it slows heat moving through materials and air movement. But it is far less effective against radiant heat, which is one of the biggest sources of heat entering through the roof in summer. That is the key problem. Homeowners were often sold one partial solution, as if it were the complete answer. Meanwhile, radiant barrier systems, which directly target radiant energy, never became standard knowledge for many builders and contractors. Over time, they faded from mainstream residential construction advice, even though the underlying physics never stopped being true. The result is that generations of homeowners kept paying for larger cooling systems, higher electric bills, and more attic heat, while a relatively inexpensive foil-based solution remained unfamiliar or overlooked. That is what makes this issue so frustrating. The technology was not magical, experimental, or complicated. It was simple, affordable, and practical. But once it stopped being commonly taught, most people never even knew it was an option. And that set the stage for the final bigger insight, combining old wisdom and modern materials into one complete passive cooling system. Here is the final idea that ties everything together. A standard air conditioner removes heat by pushing it out into already hot outdoor air. On a summer day, that means your system is constantly struggling against a very warm environment. But a bright reflective roof works differently. Instead of absorbing solar heat and driving it downward, it reflects much of that energy away and sends heat upward through radiative cooling. Modern research has pushed this principle even further, with extremely reflective white coatings proving that passive cooling can be far more powerful than most people imagine. But the underlying idea is not new at all. It is the same basic principle preserved for generations in traditional building methods: use a bright surface to reject the sun and stop radiant heat before it enters the home. That is why the most effective setup in this script is a two-part system. First, apply lime wash or another bright reflective treatment to the outside of the roof. Second, install a radiant barrier foil beneath the roof structure in the attic. One reflects heat away from above, the other blocks radiant energy from below. Together, they create a low-cost, passive cooling strategy that can dramatically reduce attic heat, lower electricity use, and lessen dependence on expensive mechanical air conditioning.